Hello and welcome to this episode of Unusual Violin. And today we're going to explore something quite unusual indeed, and that's this Stroh violin. But as you can see, I have a lot of unusual violins on the wall. They're all electric, or at least acoustic electric. I like to plug them into pedal boards so that I can get the proper sound effect, just like a guitar could, and use amplification. But today, let's talk about something a little bit more unusual, and that's the amplification that this type of violin provides. It's called mechanical amplification. And it was developed in 1899 by a man named Johannes Stroh. And his purpose was, violins weren't loud enough for the recording industry at the time, mainly because microphones weren't as sensitive as they are today. So by making this, the volume was enhanced through this chamber and came out of the horn, and you could point that directly at the microphone for a louder, more clearer sound. This particular Stroh violin has two horns. One is for the performer, and the other is to point at either the audience or the microphone. I use a viola bow for this type of violin because it's a little heavier and it helps with the sound on these types of violins. If you play violin, you can play this because it has the same length fingerboard as a regular violin. So it may be a little difficult and challenging to play at first because of the weight of it is offset to the left, but you have to adapt to that, and it doesn't take long. So how does it work? Well, just like a regular violin, the bridge absorbs the sound, but instead of going into a sound post and inside the hollow body of a wooden violin, and then later to come out of the F holes for sound, it comes down through this and into this chamber where it resonates and picks up volume and is sent out of these horns. It's a similar principle as the old phonographs were. So what kinds of music can you play on these? You can play any kind of music you could on a regular violin. I don't think you'd want to play classical though, because that sounds best with a wooden violin. But there are certain genres that actually seem to work pretty good for this type of violin, one of which is Irish and Celtic. So I'm going to play a little Irish and Celtic song on this for you to hear it. And there you have it. So if you like this video, please like, share, and become a subscriber, because there will be a lot of videos on everything violin with some emphasis on the more unusual aspects in order to broaden the horizons of up-and-coming violin players.